So I had to write a speech for a speech class. It was a toast, and I decided to write this. So please enjoy. A few weeks ago, I got a call to plan on going to the Oscar Awards this year, as I will be accepting the Best Slice of Life YouTube channel of the year on behalf of the Killing It channel, which means I have to write a thank you speech to the Oscar people. But I don't really want to, and slightly out of procrastination, I really wanted to write another speech that was more specifically written towards y'all Kilbits. But as it turns out, you're not supposed to tell people that you know who's winning an Oscar beforehand. But I really just couldn't wait to tell y'all. So I called y'all all here to meet in person so I could tell you the good news, without posting it online and getting in trouble with the authorities. So without further ado, let's begin. When accepting this award today, we as a family are celebrating. Just saying that statement alone seems a bit obvious, so I thought that we would dive into why we are celebrating. And in doing so, my brain kind of honed in on 3 possible reasons why accepting an Oscar award might be a reason to celebrate. And those are, we are celebrating our growth, we are celebrating the size of our family, and we are celebrating that our family is being recognized as good. And now I'll get into what those mean and why those statements are valid. So A, we are celebrating our growth, and this refers to getting better at making vids, not popularity. You could argue that the content on the channel right now might be trash, but before, it was even more trash. And it's been in our design to keep the old trash to the new trash and everything in between. We've done this, A, to prove to ourselves that we are growing and getting better, and B, the idea of just do it, just start something, even/especially if you're bad at it, in order to get better at it, is the defining concept and birth mother of this channel. Accepting this award can let us celebrate this idea of growth, because the award is a staple mark of the now trash being somewhat good, juxtaposed to our beginning with mumbles and grumbles. B, the size of our family. To get this kind of award is very closely tied to the amount of people who are fans of the recipient, which is not the same thing as popularity. It is not the causality, but it is a factor. I've always been a fan of having a social home, or a place where people can belong. This sense of belonging is really heightened when you get to belong to a group of people that doesn't cater to recruiting every people person ever. It's kind of a niche social home. The Killing It channel is one such that it does not thrive on the shallow membership of many, but instead on the genuine participation of notably individual people. It might need to be stated that finding a niche home is really hard, and a niche social home does not grow on a whim. For us to have enough people to be popular or notable, that means that we have a lot of people who feel like they have a niche social home in us, which makes us and them feel like we belong, which means there's a lot of happy humans, which is good. C, content recognition. This award does not go to things that are popular, but to things that have a high fan-based population that thinks the thing is good. Friday by Rebecca Black was popular, but that does not mean it was good. It is possible for a lot of people to recognize a bad thing as good as long as it is popular, like the taste of a well-crafted Tide Pod. But this channel is not crafted to be popular, as previously mentioned. It does not go out of its way to say or do shallow things that make people like it. All we really have is raw content, and that content is what makes up the ideology that creates and keeps this family together. And for someone to peek in and judge that our content is good, is really for them to recognize that our family is good. Which is good. And yes, I keep saying we, because this channel's apparent success could not have been done without y'all. And no, this is not just some sappy overused line either, there is logic behind it, which I shall now explain now. While it is true that I am seemingly the leader of the pack, as I am the one who makes the content that ultimately ends up defining us, that definition alone is deceptive on how much power I have. What y'all think, how y'all react, heavily impacts the way I go for the next video, either correcting or moving away from bad or towards good. So if you think about it, it's as if we're traveling to somewhere, and while I get to pick the path or the street we take, y'all get to impact the direction we travel in, by reacting positively or negatively after each vid. View count and view time are used to tell these things. This is true. Without y'all, I would have no feedback to reflect on and no way to grow, which is again the birth mother of this channel. So that's that. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks for letting me hang out with y'all. I might edit this video. Need to edit other videos. There's just a lot of editing done today. And so until next time, cheers. Yep. See you in a bit.